Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel who really love rights. So justify and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war cry. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and cry. And do the up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, Jah Rasta, and we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. And we love Jah, we love Jah, Jah Rastafari. We love Jah, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I and I should never hold thy peace, while we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime, fight down war and crime, Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah, Rastafari. We love all, and we love Jah, Jah Rasta. Me love Jah, Jah Rasta. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jah, Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight, and then DJ Twink.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Lovett. If you think Trump was an asshole, I can turn it up on steroid. I would make Pom Bondi look like a raging mad old loony. I mean, if this was Ivanka behaving like this, you would say, that's a chip off the old block. America, how this I go fix? It gets serious, you know. Oh, this I go fix America. The tentacles of the Epstein war is spreading itself fast across the region. The Americans torpedoed an Iranian warship today, or last night, or whenever them claims that them do it. But that is what I want to talk to the Americans about tonight. Amid the Epstein crime, the Epstein file, and the Epstein fury raging in the Middle East, while Trump is trying to bury his crimes against children. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to have your support to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good evening and welcome to Bombs and Blackmail. Welcome to Bombs and Blackmail. America, put the war aside right now. Oh no, in a serious one big good evening, everybody. Oh no. May I faggy from just staring at things, like just staring. Oh, America, America, put up your white flag, America. When will America put the white flag up? Because it'll get out of hand, you know. And let me tell you, America, a long time when I do it, the whole heap of lie and the whole heap of big talk, not really cut it, you know. In an internet crazy world, in a news reporting from the palm of your hand and as far as the eye can see world, America, the open liar and big words and big threat will not cut it, you know. Caroline Lovett, good God Almighty. I mean, Caroline Lovett, on a gray, misty winter's day in England, can sell you a tropical beach holiday right on the streets of London here in the middle of winter. Caroline love it. Hmm? Caroline love it. Jesus. Parallel reality. Hmm? Parallel reality. I'm now convinced of that exists parallel reality. Not in the world they live. We know they do live a parallel reality as per the Epstein files. We do know that. But the parallel reality I'm talking about is the one that they see that we don't see, or we see that they don't see. We hear that they don't hear, or they hear that we don't hear. They say that we don't say, and we say that they can't say. That parallel reality exists. You only, hey, Jesus, America, oh, no, get your so. If you listen to Caroline Lovett today in the press conference, you don't have to question what parallel reality is. Hmm? Their world is different from ours. But I thought Donald Trump was the only bullshit that we had to deal with. Then, Pam Bondi is on the wing over there, screaming like a hungry Rottweiler. But then Caroline Lovett spewed some shit today. I mean, it was so watery. Hmm? The shit spewed by Caroline Lovett today was so watery, it could have wet an entire country. Hmm? America, how now go get out of this? I hit me ass. And I hit me till the whole day. I hit me sit down. Oh, America is going to get out of it. Can I make ask the same thing, America? Uno come out and tell we say, Uno submarine torpedoed a Iranian warship. Now, America, me as an analyst, analyzing your war game, or what that American lady would call your shit show. Which President Donald Trump you ever see a war and draft a submarine back up so quick? Donald Trump, if not to say, you lose the war, you run out a defensive strategy, your assets in the area have been pummeled to dust. Why you have to draft a submarine so quick? Russia, don't hold back Iran. Just like how for 75 years, just like how for 75 years, nobody never hold back Israel, no hold back Iran. Don't hold back. I mean, no Russia now listen to anyway, because Russia and China has been waiting for a little in the grass long time. I wait because this is not the Western Hemisphere. This is not the Western Hemisphere in America. So how we now go get out of this? And this is why I'm encouraging America, wave a white flag while you can. And the only reason why I tell you so because our children are going to die in majority. These big move, yes, we know say America have big move and powerful move. But they are discoordinated. Donald Trump and Caroline Lovett say, we have weapons all over the place where nobody don't know about, and we can fight this war forever, said Donald Trump and Caroline Lovett. But Donald Trump have a summit, urgent summit, on Friday with the military industrial complex to put weapon in overdrive. Then I run out here, I run out, Danny. I run out here, I run out, you know. Remember saying, this is only day 5 of the war. Day 5 of the war, America. You have not subdued Iran yet. No care what you mash up. You know, subdue Iran yet. Iran still a fling rock stone in a Babylon glass house all about the region. People are saying, Bam just like in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and all of that. Bam just a drop so without any warning. America, uno not tell we that, but we know why. You know why they bomb them just a drop so across the Middle East without any warning, globalists? The American defense system across the region depleted. Total, let me use the pedophile president word, totally and completely obliterated. Totally and completely obliterated. So no siren can't even bother come on anymore when the bomb them are come, because Iran disabled the defense system across the region. Be prepared for martyrdom this weekend. This weekend is when Iran will take it from hell to Hades. This is the weekend coming that Iran is going to take the war from hell to Hades, because Iran achieved broadly a lot of the diminishing of the United States defense system across the region. Bam just a go drop out of sky like a rainwater. So the martyrdom I go step up this year weekend. You see, I like how at the 1 week anniversary of the Ayatollah this weekend. Hey, Lord God Almighty, America don't run come hide back on none away. But as I was telling you all last night about the fallouts, you see the diplomatic fallout between him and Britain and France, in it. Not him and Britain and France, him and Britain and Spain. You see how the big man baby, come out and a go on both Spain and all of that. But Donald Trump, we're going to focus tonight heavily on your Epstein crime. The crime of the children and young girls that you rape and violently. That you rape and violently beat Donald Trump. And because you want to distract us, you start an illegal war. And then over the whole place, just scrabbling every little second to justify the unjustable. This war cannot be justified. There was no reason for it. Iran was never a threat to America. America has been a threat to Iran in the last 50 years. And Benjamin Netanyahu, with his Epstein button, has pressed the Donald Trump button, and Donald Trump was activated. The peace president, the stop the war president, becomes the president of illegal wars, kidnapping and assassinating, beside the plethora of Epstein crime of raping young girls that the president is involved in. Run, but you cannot hide Donald Trump. So you think to see a source of war, Dirty Donny. You think to see a source of war, we're going to talk about Ronan. We're going to highlight your crime against children as well. So the fallout here between him and Spain. Y'all go mad. You know, she says Spain was one country where they, Spain and Ireland was two countries in Europe where they, in the genocide, that stand up against Benjamin Netanyahu and in crime. You think Spain, they're going to join you in a one illegal war. You think Spain a pood like Britain? You think Spain a pood like Britain and France? Hmm? Now, even before we go to the mix-up here, so let me tell you now what go on in the whole NATO kiss me Ross, if you want to call it that. Now, after World War II and the creation of NATO, the entire European security was designed around the American-led NATO galang. Even though you hear they dance about, we are NATO allies, we are NATO allies. What they were dancing and playing on about is the American power system. The American power system is 80% of NATO. Now you have a president like Donald Trump where him and the whole of them in a war, in get up and insult them based on how we feel. Because you know, say Donald Trump do things for how we feel now, because Caroline Lovett say the president feel and the president do. The president feel Caroline Lovett and the president do. So because Donald Trump feel like him a master and bully for them, Donald Trump insult the whole of them, create a bad relationship with the whole of them, and then muscle up his shoulder and say America can do it on their own because he knows the majority of NATO is America. Now, in thoughts and thing what he can manage and he need them help. The problem is with him and them. Him almost has to take what himself from them. I fight the war upon his own. Him want for them asset and intelligence to come in, come help him fight, even though he still not treat them like a partner. So this is the rift in a NATO at the moment. Donald Trump kick out the 20 or disrespected the 20% of NATO, where can barely mount anything upon their own. Them can't mount any defense upon their own. So if it is that why you see them have to play along with Donald Trump, if they become threatened as NATO ally under a Donald Trump regime, they not have nobody to run come to their help because it's the strength of America that the rest of NATO fought them out over. So right now, NATO in a tricky spot. You have the weak, insulted one them on one side as try to mumble and cope like Britain and France and Germany. And then you have America still a walk and insult them. See Donald Trump at threatened trade war past Spain. What? America? How you get in this year, America? How you get Yasso? Because yan China war, yan Russia war, yan Iran war, yan Cuba war, yan Venezuela war, and yan your friend them a war. Not even the people that will stand by your side. And this is one of Donald Trump's biggest problem right now. He doesn't have readily ally like would I say the Bush and Obama them war time. Him don't have that ally because just before he went to war, he insulted them. Just before he went to war, he threatened to go to war with them over Greenland. Anyway, America is run by a mad president. I'm mere fool for expect seeing things are going in America. And you see I'm a fool? Talk it out. And a fool me fool. To expect anything better That's what go on in America now, figure again there.
So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain. Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right. We don't. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. I could tomorrow stop, or today, even better, stop everything having to do with Spain.
Spain don't have anything that we need. You see, me tell you say Donald Trump and Caroline Lovett are stupid ass. Now the same Spain where you ask for come help you out in the war. So where you ask them for if they know not what you need, idiot. Well, when me tell you say Donald Trump and Caroline Lovett a classic asshole. It look like them a drinkster. When them swallow for them asshole pill, them take a shot of steroid with it.
All business having to do with Spain have the right to stop it. Embargoes, do anything I want with it. And we may do that with Spain. What do you think?
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, because if nobody in this world was willing to show you, say, bullyism don't work, Iran is doing a good job under the pressure of losing a lot of lives and assets. Iran is showing you. Iran is showing you how a challenge is done. And up until now, Trump and Pete Heges, Marco Rubio, and Caroline Lovett just have fraud so in front of the American people them, and the American people them don't say they've been played. This war cannot be justified. This war cannot be justified. There was no reason for it other Donald Trump want to be a bully and a dictator. Donald Trump have a fetishness in killing and capturing old men. Donald Trump have a fetish not only in raping young girls and grabbing the pussy of women, but he also have a fetish in murdering and kidnapping old men as well. What kind of president is this? But then again, I can't make him in because from yesterday color where we don't see nobody else buy a shop. From we see the color when we don't see nobody else buy a shop, we can tell say I probably paper them paint him and cut him out pan. But let's listen a little bit where Donald Trump hide Bob and Dajan Weir.
We have massive breaking news right now. The White House is in complete panic mode. Donald Trump is.
We're going to continue to talk about the Epstein file. We will not allow Donald Trump and his cronies to use war and violence to distract us. We're going to talk about both things simultaneously, concurrently. Donald Trump. The gangsterism. Hey, me glad that Donald Trump still, me not tell no lie. Me always want the world to view America through the lens of my eye. It is not happening exactly as I want the rest of the world to view America. But of course, a lot of people who used to view America in a more positive light is seeing America through the lens of my eye. And I could only say thanks to Donald Trump for it. Only a useful idiot, could have brought the American system into such a disrepute. I mean, Bush looked like a church deacon. The criminal Bush that we all know, the drunkard Bush that we all know. I mean, if you were to rub up this Republican president against President Bush, I mean, Bush would look like a church deacon, believe you me, because we thought Bush was stupid. We thought Bush was uneducated. Hmm? But Bush could have been a deacon or a university professor compare to what we are dealing with in a modern day America. Yeah. Caroline Lovett, Donald Trump, Pete Heges, Marco Rubio, and Pam Bundy or Blonde Bundy. How no get yes America? Hmm? Talk it truth. How no get yaso? The bigger question do America, how you go get out a hit? America, you have 2.5 year hit this year figure long, you know. You have over 2 more years of horrible, destructive decisions, America, to come your way. You have seen America in the last year. The decision, the isolating decisions, the dictatorial decisions, the gangsterized decisions, the inhumane decisions, America. But then, if I question myself, I might be acting like a damn ass here. Through the lens of the eyes that I have been viewing America for over 2 decades, is that not the America though? I mean, they used to dress it up and wrap it in shiny, pretty paper and give it to us. If you don't mind, bees bite we with it. No, this damn idiot chose to give us the raw honeycomb, which is kind of more natural to see and understand that, yes, that's the honeycomb that the bees made and make the honey, and then you eat the honey, and the bees may attack you over the honey. Leave that aside. Let's listen to where Donald Trump hide from.
We have massive breaking news right now. The White House is in complete panic mode. Donald Trump is urgently calling Republican members of Congress, including Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace, over the Epstein files release. They desperately do not want the Epstein files coming out, and they're coming, whether or not Donald Trump wants them or not. Right now, there is a key decision being made in the House of Representatives. Once Adelita Grijalva is sworn in this evening at 4 p.m. in less than 3 hours, she will sign the discharge petition, becoming vote number 218 on a petition that will force a vote of the full House of Representatives to release the Epstein files. And it comes after bombshell documents were released just hours ago showing that Donald Trump not only spent time with one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's in Jeffrey Epstein's house, but also that he knew directly about what Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein were doing with the young girls, the horrific crimes. Trump knew about them and yet chose to not say anything anyway. This is a major, major news right now. And the White House is panicking. Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, Kash Patel, they're set to meet in the White House in a matter of minutes right now to try to stop this, to try to prevent the release of the public, or prevent the House from voting on this. Check this out from CNN right now. Stunning news happening as we speak.
Breaking news, CNN has learned there will be a meeting today inside the White House as aides try to manage a potential House vote on the release of the Epstein files. This comes, of course, just hours after Democrats on the Oversight Committee released emails from Jeffrey Epstein himself mentioning Donald Trump by name multiple times. I want to get straight to CNN's Caitlin Polans. Caitlin, what are you learning?
Well, the House is releasing these files, but it's not everything that the federal government has. Dana, there's the...
I want to stop it right there because that's a key point. It's not everything that the federal government has. The government has over 100,000 pages of Epstein-related documents. Many of those pages actually mention Donald Trump by name. Let's continue.
Additional files still held by the Justice Department that some Republicans on Capitol Hill are in support of releasing. And so that is causing a political response inside the White House right now, where there is a meeting planned, or was a meeting planned today, about the House effort to try and force a vote to get the Justice Department, the Trump administration, to release the rest of the FBI files, the Justice Department files, everything from years of the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein and others, things that have not seen the light of day yet.
That's another important point. A lot of the documents that the Justice Department and the FBI have, no one has ever seen. They've never been made public. And that's why it's so important. And it's not just about Donald Trump. I've been saying this for a long time. It's not just about Trump. It's about all the powerful people that were connected to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, an independent, a connection to Epstein and Maxwell should be made public if you're in the files.
What one source tells me, we have multiple sources confirming that this meeting is happening, but what one source tells me is that this meeting was planning to include some key figures from the Justice Department, the FBI Director Kash Patel, the Attorney General Pam Bondi, the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, and then
America in turmoil. America creating international crime to protect and cover up the crime of the US president. In a bid to cover up Donald Trump crime, Netanyahu used the information.
Can you clarify what you meant earlier when you said Israel's Epstein button?
Epstein
used the information held on Donald Trump when he come at America, I think around the 11th. He come press Donald Trump button and give Donald Trump an ultimatum. Invade Iran, all right, we'll have you removed from office. And Donald Trump couldn't do anything else than take your children, America, in an illegal war, which has already caused lives. Almost over $1 billion worth of asset damage that you, the American taxpayer, will have to pick up. Global oil prices up, where all of us will have to pick up. And food price and whatever else will follow the energy price as well. All to cover up the president's crime against children. All to cover up the president's crime against children. And the world isn't outraged enough, because Americans cheat George Floyd with more outrage than they're treating this criminal ring exposure amid the bombs and blackmail that is triggering the entire Middle East, that is escalating and expanding hourly, spreading its tentacles outside of the region more and more. And America don't see the need to back down. America still out there with the whole heap alliance story to kill off people, children. America can't even tell the world how much damage them suffer, how much people them lost.
Can you clarify what you meant earlier when you said Israel's Epstein button?
Epstein had between 5 and 10 million files.
Right.
We're talking about one of the greatest database of crime, probably the greatest ever. I don't think any mafia organization can compete with Epstein. And we have to ask ourselves a simple question. Why? What was he collecting all this for? Is an amateur collector of emails, of spicy pictures, sexy behavior, and worse, pedophilia and the rest of it? I don't think this was just a madness of Epstein. It was functional. He was collecting evidence. Now, who was he collecting evidence for? Some people are trying to hide their tracks by saying that he was collecting evidence for Russia.
Oh my God.
This is basically a mafia collection.
Yeah, they want to blame Russia for the Epstein file. You think to say Russia could have happened a nasty secret hole up and don't embarrass them out there? If Russia have control over this file, the whole are no secret out a door. But everything they always blame upon Russia, China, communism, or terrorism. Russia, China, communism, or terrorism. And then you can get the entire world either outraged or in fear. Because the more they fear them rely upon it. And them know say the fear will create the outrage that support them as well. But the way how them people manipulate we and just jog way along blind, we go along with them. So God Almighty help me make the people that make us wake up. Because when we wake up, them have to go to sleep, And if they not choose to go to sleep, they have to run to the mountain and the seas. When I ask them no question about that, I tell you no. So any day we wake up, we don't have to take to the ear, the sea, the mountain, anywhere we know there. I don't have to head. Can't stand near we.
Of evidence about people that can be used by those who have the evidence. And therefore, there are Epstein buttons for every politician in the West, and they use them. We could see that President Trump was not very happy when Netanyahu came to see him because Netanyahu came to give him orders. And that's what you're going to do, Donald. And if you don't do that, we press the Epstein button. He's entrapped not just by the Epstein button, but by the Zionist millionaires and billionaires who are financing him, all the gifts that he has collected. And now he is a prisoner of a whole system, which for the first time is very visible. It's very difficult to deny it. And he is very worried. He's doing his best to keep the last bit of thousands and thousands of files, which include him, invisible. I hope he fails because I believe in the wish of Americans for a democracy.
Donald Trump, nowhere to hide. Let us show you some of the images coming out of Israel that Israel really don't want the world to see, but people are getting the images out. And we're going to make...
Okay, we've now raised to another...
We're going to make an appeal to the Iranians. The city of Tel Aviv, especially, and Jerusalem, if you wish, make it a mirror image of Gaza. Make Tel Aviv and Jerusalem a mirror image of Gaza. Make when we look on camera, we don't know the difference at Tel Aviv from Gaza.
Okay, we've now raced to another scene. Take a look at this. If you see my video right above, we just saw them pull another body out. I think that makes it 5.
Yeah, Israel no want nobody to see what go on in their country. And get worse yet, Me I tell you, say that weekend you go bleak and dark. This year weekend, the 1 week anniversary of the Ayatollah. It's
breaking news. Israel has taken a huge amount of damage. Well, it's just turned daytime and we can see the...
it's going to be bleak and dark for Israel, especially. And if Saudi Arabia continue to run up their mouth, if Saudi Arabia continue to run up their mouth, them are going to get licked here. They don't know where to take lick from. Because if you notice, Iran missile them reach your capital, Riyadh. Iran said them bomb American embassy. America said no, they can't park them bomb. But whether car park or not America, you have to move your asset. You have to take up your asset when you mash up and a run from across the region. You have to withdraw all embassy. You have to close all embassy and withdraw all embassy staff from the region. You bite off more than what you can chew. The shit show is just spewing and splattering and messing up the whole place. What the Americans must do is publicly surrender to save lives. The only achievement that will come out of this is the killing of civilians. Because military asset always and can always be replaced. But the life of hundreds of people on the receiving end of Israel, America, and Iran missiles. That's the only thing we don't achieve out of this war. But the whole world knows that this was not Iran's fault. This was not what Iran asked for. They were forced into this, and them have to defend themselves. Because just like we hear the West get up and tell with all the while, Israel has a right to defend itself. So does Iran. And defense is about all means necessary. So I don't want to go on about like Iran come trouble now. And then in order to justify the war, to hide on a dark secret, you know, walk and pick up things from 50, 40 years ago, what Iran do to UNO, or what Iran do to him people them. What Iran and him people them have, what have to do with UNO? Let's talk about the children them with the president rape. That would be more of a subject America must have at the moment. The children them with the president rape, not Iran nuclear weapon, or not Iran ballistic missile, or Iran support for terrorism. We want to talk about the children that the president raped.
Some breaking news, Israel has taken a huge amount of damage. Well, it's just turned daytime, and we can see the actual effects of Iran's strikes on Israel that took place last night. For context, I made a video on it. Last night, Iran launched their fourth wave of ballistic missiles against Israel. But these were not just any missiles. These were Iran's heavy hypersonic missiles, which are designed to cause a huge amount of damage. And the videos that are coming out today during the daytime show just how bad the damage is. Quite clearly, there's videos coming out all over Tel Aviv of buildings completely destroyed. In fact, if you didn't know about it, you would have thought that there are probably videos coming out of Gaza. And that's how big a deal it is. Iran here is trying to send a message to Israel. Not only that they can hit Israel, but they can cause damage to Israel. And Israel has never really experienced anything like this before. Israel has not had damage caused to them in this way. Of course, they've been hit by rockets and things before, but nothing that has completely leveled buildings. And the fact that this is taking place in Tel Aviv, the capital city, one of the capital cities in Israel, shows just how crazy this is. Iran is completely leveling buildings in Israel, and every night it seems to be getting worse. And I'm sure tonight it will be even worse once again. You should actually leave me a follow, because I'm keeping you up to date on all of the Iran conflict right now. So I'll be covering tonight when Iran will surely launch another wave of ballistic missile attacks.
Iran is not going to stop, you know. Iran prepared for this for 30 years. America has been trying to frighten Iran for the longest while. And that gave Iran the upper hand of a defensive preparation to make sure, say, when the Americans them come with their ear power, I know I won't be able to match their ear power, but I'm going to create an offensive, defensive mechanism that can stood up to them in the war and show blow for blow. This is very frightening and unusual for Israel and America. That alone heightens the discoordination because they're not used to the opposition they are facing at the moment. They're more used to going all guns blazing and do whatever they want to do and take over. We see the hype that Trump got. We saw the hype that Trump got when he went in and took out Maduro and challenged just so. That beef him up. That beef him up for really. So you know what? They can do it all over again. It was so easy in Venezuela. And I tell you, it's going to be much easier in Iran. It's going to be much easier in Iran. And innocent people are paying the consequences. Make we hear what Darrell Val say, man, monitor the Middle East conflict for fuel price impact both all on the Jamaica.
It is important to understand that crude oil and finished petroleum products are traded in separate markets, and movement in crude oil prices do not automatically or translate into local pump prices. The pricing mechanism used by
when I hear Darrell Vaz globalist, because everybody have to focus on the aisle galang in here now, you know, because we know how the price gouging stay in a few area. And up to today, me hear Carlos say, Inga one pump in, hold on there, Inga one pump in a Santa Cruz, and everybody there with them jerry can buy petrol, and it look like the price of petrol already escalating. So petrol are going to escalate everywhere on a daily basis. The longer and the worse this get, the longer the Strait of Hormuz close, Hormuz or whatever name, it is going to get worse economically.
That crude oil and finished petroleum products are traded in separate markets, and movement in crude oil prices do not automatically or proportionally translate into local pump prices. The pricing mechanism used by Petrojam also helps to mitigate full exposure to sudden price shocks. The extent of any local impact will depend on how sustained these international price movements are. Petrojam continues to monitor closely changes in the U.S. Gulf Coast reference for finished petroleum products, which serve as a primary pricing benchmark for the region and determines Petrojam's ex-refinery prices. Based on early analysis of the USGC reference, fuel prices have been trending upward in an apparent response to the current U.S.-Iran tensions. We will continue to assess developments carefully and keep the public advised. The Wilsons were one of the wealthiest families.
It's not a tension, Darrell Vaz. It's a full-blown war. Tension was when Donald Trump built up and encircle Iran. Lord, make we hear what Kamina Johnson Smith said. Government monitoring situation in Middle East. 178 Jamaicans registered so far. Let's hear the neck of the Jamaica government.
The government of Jamaica continues to monitor with concern the rapidly evolving security situation in the Middle East, which has further deteriorated in recent days. The government hopes for an immediate cessation of hostilities and urges calm and restraint for the protection of civilian life. The public is reminded of the guidance offered in our most recent advisory to avoid all travel to the region. Nationals already in the Middle East are encouraged to exercise extreme caution and to follow instructions from official sources. It is noted that commercial air services across parts of the region have been disrupted, with cancellations and periodic airspace restrictions affecting several routes. However, some commercial flights continue to operate from certain locations, and Jamaican nationals who wish to depart should remain vigilant, should monitor these flights, and should consider available options once it is safe to do so. Nationals in region should therefore continue to follow the instructions of local authorities and to remain alert to developments that may impact their safety. It is important to remind Jamaicans and your families to rely on verified information from official sources and established news organizations. Unverified reports circulating online may contribute to confusion and anxiety, and individuals are therefore encouraged to also exercise caution before sharing or acting on unverified information. The ministry also acknowledges the responsiveness of Jamaican nationals who have reached out through Jamaica's overseas diplomatic and consular missions and to our headquarters to provide updates on their welfare. And we will remain engaged throughout this period as we consider the further actions which may be required. Further updates will be provided from time to time as necessary. I want to highlight, especially for those who may be listening online who are engaged directly with persons in the region, that the town hall that is being hosted by our High Commissioner to India, who is accredited to Qatar and the UAE, the town hall, which was originally scheduled for 7:30 UAE time, has been moved to 8:30 UAE time. That is 11:30 a.m. Jamaica time, but it is 8. May you rest.
Hold on there. Hold on there, globally. Let that Facebook advert here run past this thing. Because these people, they have very little control over anything anyway.
The details and the Zoom link have been circulated in all the WhatsApp groups, and they are available from the ministry as well. I want to advise of the numbers of persons who have registered as well. In the UAE, we have 85 Jamaicans who have registered, who have made themselves known. Kuwait, 44. Qatar, 40. Bahrain, 6. Saudi Arabia, 1. Oman, 1. And Israel, 1. This is up to 178 as at this morning. As at yesterday afternoon, it was 138. So there are persons who are making themselves known. There are.
Well, there's a lot more because I know say only for Jamaicans in a Dubai pan a teaching program and so on. I mean, here she mentioned Dubai, so only for people not register yet.
Also, persons who have been able to leave the region. I myself spoke with a couple who was able to leave yesterday, but they are traveling, or they traveled to Bangkok. The difficulty is with flights coming in this direction. As far as I am aware, I believe the the UAE has opened some corridors for safe air travel, but the actual airlines and the flights are not only limited, but they are subject to cancellation in the event of change in circumstances. So it is important for individuals to determine whether they take these or the personal decisions that they take. The town hall today will be focused on sharing information, sharing experiences on the ground, reiterating the messages of being sheltering in place, staying away from windows, ensuring that you follow local authorities, you identify the closest shelter in the event that it becomes necessary, and local authorities guide you to move to such shelters. Again, to monitor the flight availabilities, as well as to ensure that as best as possible, you have basic supplies of food and water in the event that it becomes restricted for you to be able to do your regular groceries, etc. during this point in time. Clearly, movement is restricted in different areas more than others. We want to, again, just encourage calm and continued caution in the sources of news that you listen to. The relevant authorities in the Gulf states have been doing an excellent job in ensuring that on social media, clear information is available, and they too are encouraging that you listen only to verified sources, because it is this kind of time where misinformation becomes rife and people seek to take advantage of vulnerabilities and anxiety.
We will not have a vested information in just the own narrative alone stay in the media space. And the truth is, I be a lion story and not tell people, or not hide things, or not bury things. Hold on, let me hear what Val say so again.
Offloaded and are en route to a lab in the United States for detailed analysis. Results are expected within 2 to 3 months. This is not simply a technical exercise, it is a meaningful step towards understanding the geological potential of offshore Jamaica. The data collected is state of the art and will inform evidence-based decision making about the country's energy future. I want to commend the technical teams, marine crews, regulators, and support personnel who ensure the safe and successful completion of this mission. As we await the lab results, the government remains committed to a responsible science-led approach. Exploration does not mean exploitation without safeguards. It means gathering facts, analyzing data, and making informed decisions in the best interest of Jamaica. So once again, I caution everybody to be patient and calm and to listen to the government on this very sensitive matter. 3 months, 2 to 3 months before we hear anything positive or negative, and therefore we don't expect to have anything, rumors circulating about discovery of oil or gas. When I tell you that is so, then it is so. Until such time, we just hope and pray.
Pussy go suck your mama. We're gonna pardon. Go suck your nasty dead mama, Darrell Vaz. That's the only thing I can say to you on this matter of the island gas. I don't think I have anything other than that to say. Minister of Procurement, Fraud and Scandal, thieving, raping and murdering. Me not think me have anything more to say. Oh, if you only listen to you. If you only listen to you. If you only listen to you, Jankro. Jankro. We not hear what the Jankro say. We not feel listen to no rumor and a lion story. We only feel listen to the government and we feel, me not shit me eye and pray around ya. Me not shit me eye and pray around ya, cause that time me hold bumbo clot and no thief. When we eye shit and we are pray. When we eye shit and we are pray, at that time the whole are not take up with things and run off. So me not pray about nothing around ya. We don't go on here about, I want to hear about the environmental safety. The environmental risk. And them something that we want to hear about. We want to hear about stop the oil drilling. We don't care about riches. we born poor, we grow poor, and we dead poor. You know, see how it become embarrassing to be rich these days, John Crow. Talk truth. You know, see how it become embarrassing to be rich. But if you pray, pray to who and what? And about what? While we did there pray, we no jill out the island gone where they gonna sell for una no friend them. And we get the poison and the environmental damage, and uno get the money and run off with it. And I can't tell you about hope and pray. Don't make me get nasty on you tonight. About prayer. Ask Pastor what they do with we when we are shit. Don't bother even make me start on them tonight. Don't bother even make me start on them tonight. Come in, the pastors of the world come out and condemn Donald Trump. Me not hear the pastor them in this world, barring one pastor America. Me not hear no come out and condemn Donald Trump. The Antichrist reach. The Antichrist reach. The Antichrist put on him bag and him take out him plating them and talk the fairy playing all about. The world quiet, the church quiet, and we one pan social media across the world just a walk and make up the noise. So one of the most things that we're mad like Trump. If we make up nice and it coming like everything all right to everybody else. Me come go on bed. Better know that John shop then say. Better know that John shop. Whether you buy cocoa bread, peg bread, hardwood bread, or grotto, the whole of them are flour. Allow me to tell you, peg bread, cocoa bread, hardwood bread, and grotto. The whole of them are flour. No better herring, no better barren. So me I can't go on my bed because the world look comfortable with Donald Trump crime. The world look comfortable with after we find out say the whole Epstein class is killing, raping, and eating and sacrificing children. We make Donald Trump commit with children them to war to cover up in crime. And the world go on like say, Donald Trump a fight a war for a just cause. When have you ever heard America fight a war for a just cause? When you find out, text me and make me know. Peter, what go on? How you do long time? When you find out when America ever fight a war for a just cause, you make me know. And to Donald Trump, Caroline Lovett, Marco Rubio, and Blonde Bundy, and Pete Heges. The injustifiable cannot be justified. We are on know the war did illegal before it start. Stop gaslight on yourself. Mind on a burn up on yourself, because you can't burn up we with the whole heap of fuck around and coming out with ears with every day. Iran this and Iran that. So what if Iran killing people them? How much people, look how much people America kill on a day-to-day basis. Where else in this world you see people are going to shoot up children and how much is in a school bar in America? Which country you see walk and make gun that become its own destruction like America? America have its own business to fix. And because America spending whole time try to fix the world. Look where America reach. A big old nasty shit show upon the way. Pit latrine now smell like how America smell across the world now. Not even full cub. And you know, say full cub smell across the whole community. Not even full cub, I carry the stench of America failure right now. What a thing frighten you, Donald? to be getting licked. You can't even stay in a peace. As one man write on Facebook yesterday, Israel never know the size and answer and go swallow pear seed. Pear seed fasting in Israel this night. But we're asking Iran to make sure when you're done with them, we don't know the difference of Gaza and Tel Aviv. It's the first in this world we're seeing justice delivered to the Antichrist. First time America pick up more than Wayne can chew. Every angle. America never prepared to fight war in 9 countries, you know. America was preparing for Iran alone. Come on, America. Look pan big old you. Big car, big people, big Pepsi cup, big burger, big bed, big house, and big door. And little bit of Iran. Have you run up and down all over the place. Mash you up in a 9 country. Where you have the tentacle to spread and fight war in a 9 country at the same time, America. Like, seriously? You know, see the calamity where you're getting a only a useful idiot like Donald Trump, though, could have brought such glory in my lifetime to see America be placed on the back foot, to see America really wanted to wave the white flag, but is embarrassed in front of the world. The worst is yet to come, America. America. Miracle. We just 5 days in this bullshit, yeah. Donald Trump, you have opened the gates of hell. The Iranians stepped in gloriously. And they decide to play that gladiator sport that you introduced. Welcome to the battle, America. The history that has been created in this war, we never expect it in our lifetime that a diminished country, a country under sanction for decades, can be whooping America in 8, 9 countries at once. 8 countries was attacked within an hour. America, what a fright. You must have diarrhea. Trump the case and dead. We want a long time we not see one state funeral for one sitting president. You make case and kick a bucket here. Don't go through this pressure and make it go give you a stroke. You better you go on in a glory. Go on down while it's glory, Trump. Now is the best time. You have a few days left to go. Globalists, thank you for being here tonight. Lovely to have your support. Whoa, America. Man in America. Look at you. Look at America. America with the rest of the world afraid of. Where Iran assure you say, I'm not afraid of bullying, no, sir. Me we prepare to fight to the death all if me I go lose. Me just want to make sure say, me dig out piece of flesh out of your face, or me bite off piece of your nose, or me bite off piece of your finger, or me lick out one of your teeth. Me just want to show the world say me take off piece of your jankro. We just want to show the world say we take off piece of you. We've taken off so much now, and we still have more to take off, America. But tell you, before you start the war in Donald Trump, come, Donald, come. We lay down in a grass and wait for you, we just go run out for you in all direction. See there? 9 country. 9 country, we hit you in a 1 hour. Anyway, globalists, may we soon in the morning. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Lovely to have your support, as always. If you have not yet subscribed to the program, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification button. So when we put a stream out, you get a notification, even though YouTube and the pigs really and the Americans, them a shadow ban we because they want with to talk fuckery and we're not in the fuckery and gimmicks over here, so we're going to speak truth to wicked power. So hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Good night.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just I and I say watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, listen Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. And we love and we love Jaja. And we love Jaja. Rastafari. And we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja. Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. So just as I and I say watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace, but we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Rastafari. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari. We love all. And we love Jah. Me love Jaja. Me love Jaja. Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jaja. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.